Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Jan's Views and Wellness Wednesday. I hope you're all well. I know it's quite early in the day for you Americans, but I can't go any later because I've been finding when I've been going later, it sort of affects my eyesight a bit on the screen. So I decided I'm going to have to go a bit earlier tonight. I hope you're all well. Hello to Capone Boxer. You're very welcome here, darling. And we also have Edna. Edna, I'm going to have to send this down to you now because Edna is my co-host on Wellness Wednesday. So come on up, girlie. You're perfectly welcome. It's okay. It's 5 o'clock for you. Okay. Over here it's 10:30. So I mean, sometimes I do go a lot later. But yeah, my eyes have been playing up a bit, and I think it's probably because I spend way too long staring at the screen. So I've turned the brightness down a bit, my end, and I'm now, hopefully going to try and keep it down to an hour, I think, if I possibly can. Hi, Bridget. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're well. We don't talk maths. We don't talk maths because this young lady here likes to talk about maths. Hello, Edna. How are you, darling?
Hi, Jen. Hello, Chad. How are you? I'm doing well.
Good. I've had quite a busy week so far. I can't believe how quickly the time is going. But anyway, we don't want to be sort of chatting for too long. So you're well, are you, darling? That's the
I
main thing.
am. Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad to hear that. So I thought tonight on Wellness Wednesday, can't even talk tonight, on Wellness Wednesday, we would be talking, let's talk about something a bit more light-hearted. I thought,
Okay.
now, I don't know, Edna, are you into your makeup?
I'm kind of like I have it's like a love-hate relationship with makeup. I love it for other people and as a way to express yourself. But me personally, I hate the feeling of makeup on my face. I can't stand it. So I'm never wearing a stitch of makeup.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't really get into makeup until, I don't know, I think I was at least in my 30s because I
Oh,
was a young
wow.
mum. Yeah, I was a
Mm-hmm.
young mum, so I didn't really wear makeup as a mum, not really. I've always worn lipstick and perhaps a bit of blusher, Oh no, maybe I
Mhm.
was a bit. I used to love like the blue eyelashes. I used to put blue
Oh,
mascara
wow.
on. I know, back in the
See,
day.
my mom was kind of like a glamour girl, so, she had her, what was the brand name? Fashion Fair. That was, like, for, like, the African American brand, like, it had oh, I just thought it was so beautiful, and it just made your skin look so, like, kinda velvety.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
been a
just
long
really
time
nice.
coming that the makeup people have actually managed to make, foundations that suit
In
our
those
skin.
shades. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was ashy for quite a few years, I have to say.
You're not the only one. I actually I tend to go between like undertones. Like when I'm tan, I have more of a like terracotta orangey reddish kind of undertone. But when I'm what's the word? I guess
Untanned.
untanned, yeah, I was like, what? Because it's like I'm always brown skin, so it's hard to say. But yeah, when I'm not as tan, I tend to have like a real yellow tint to my skin, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
it looks
skin
like
tones, this is before Fenty and all of that.
yeah. It looks like oh, Bridge knows her makeup. Are you into makeup,
Mhm.
Bridget? Because I know that some people are just not interested in makeup, and, I can respect that, but I remember I think a lot of it I'm just going back over my sort of younger years and thinking
Yeah,
I my best friend who, we're still besties now, when we were in our 20s, we both had our kids and, around about the same time. That's how we sort of, have sort of our friendship has gone, and she always
yeah.
used to wear a bit of makeup, so I used to wear it then, so I lied when I said I was 30. So I was lying. I'm sorry. Um,
It's okay, I
so
forgive you.
ah. So oh, I'm gonna have to let my cat in. Hang on one sec, because it's raining.
Okay, yeah,
She
take your
doesn't like
time.
the rain. Oh, I'll wait until she starts crying. Um, hi Deb. Hi Deb W. How are you?
Hello,
Anyway, so
Deb.
I thought it might be quite nice just to have a relaxed chat about makeup.
Yeah.
I have spoken about it before in the past. When I first started on YouTube, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers, and, I used to be in the beauty community, so, I had my favourite, beauty gurus, as they
Oh,
say.
who's your
Um,
favorite?
I like Jeffree Star, and I like
Oh, okay.
Manny MUA. I like anyone who's over the top. That's who I
Okay, got
like.
you. Mhm.
And it's funny though,
I
I
don't think
can't
I
even
actually watch any of the YouTubers or the beauty YouTubers. I think I just watch people who did makeup on YouTube. If you kind of understand the difference, like because Jeffree Star, I never made it into that part of YouTube.
yeah, well, when I
So
first
did you?
started, that's what I used to
Mhm.
that's who I used to watch. I used to like the makeup community, and then, of course, you got drama over there, so we're not gonna talk about that because it's
That's
Wednesday.
what I was. Well, I was
But
gonna
yeah.
say with the I've heard of the what do you call it? The apologies that they've had to make. Did
Oh, yeah.
you like follow all of the drama that went along with the makeup, or did you kind of stick to the makeup and the art of it?
I did do back in the day, yeah, I knew what was
Oh,
going
okay.
on, um, and hello, Wretched. How are you? Just popping in real quick, seeing your oh, thank you. Yes, I've had a lovely day. Took the sun out for a meal. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my art. Um, I did a couple of shorts. I love doing my shorts. They make me laugh.
Mhm.
Um, and I did a couple of shorts wearing my Jan's Plans top, and so many people have liked it. I also spoke to my cousin.
Nice.
I did like a, what's it called, a messenger Facebook sort of chat thing over the camera with my cousin in
Okay.
she's in Albany, New York, I want to say. And she went mad.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, "I've got to get that. I've got to get that." So yeah, so
Well, that
people,
doesn't surprise me because plants are a big thing.
sorry,
Plants?
Pla-
Yeah, like
plant.
during the pandemic, everybody started growing plants and there's like a whole plant section of
Oh my
YouTube.
God, I
People,
can't. Edna, Edna, I can't
you
deal
haven't
with
heard
you.
of oh my God, the
I'm
plants.
talking about my
Man,
hoodie.
everybody-
My hoodie I was wearing, that the design is called
Uh-huh.
Jan's Plans, right?
Oh, plans, like for the future.
Oh my
Gotcha.
God, I cannot
Sorry.
believe
Well,
you
no, we
did
are,
that.
this is relaxed.
Are you listening? Hi, Moosey. Yeah. Moosey liked the bit that
I
says
am.
there's one
You
of
know
them on
what?
there.
You threw me for a loop with this makeup. Because when it comes to makeup, here, I have to be honest with you, Jan. I'm a little salty when it comes to makeup because I felt like for the longest time, and I'm not that dark skinned, but I couldn't ever find colors to suit me as a brown skinned woman. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to put so much effort into makeup. It's like, as a woman, I feel like it's shoved down our throats that we have to like makeup anyway, which is besides the point because I do like the art and expression of makeup, but it's just one of those things where they gatekeep a lot when it comes to makeup, and I don't like that aspect of it.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, you don't have to go along with it just because I like makeup. You don't have to go along with it. Oh, I've just seen. Yeah, this is a good point. Yeah, yes. The proverbial really hit the fan, didn't it? When he went in for his
What?
money grab, pretending
Oh,
that he was gonna be into makeup. I tell you what, I've never known such a scruffy looking YouTuber. That's all I can say.
oh my goodness, Jen, that's so funny. I
Right,
didn't
Deb.
think he really does try to just go for whatever's hot. That's what I think
Mhm.
it is. Yeah.
Well, he was very friendly with Jeffree Star at one point, and they obviously put their heads together and thought, "Oh, what should we do? What can we do to rake in
Yeah.
even more money because we don't make enough of it?" And Jeffrey said, "I tell you what we could do. You could pretend that you're really into makeup, and you can, bring out your own brand." And that's what happened. And
Wow.
it's
So did he do it
it's
as
like
a competition?
ridiculous. Right, okay, we're skipping back. I'm sorry, this is the way I am. I jump forwards, jump back. Right, Jan had a hoodie with a bunch of tiny Jans on it, and it was so cute. Well, Edna obviously doesn't look at my channel, so there's that. Right, so I think actually this might help. This might help. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Well, hello. Look at me being oh sultry.
Jen, I have some new glasses
Ah,
coming and they're
my
leopard print.
secret. What's it? What's it? Secret obsession? No, it's not even that. I love makeup. I don't wear it enough. But this is me. This time I know. Anyway, I'm off to meet grandson's birthday. Looking like I've just come out of the lamp. Aladdin's lamp. Lamp. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Love ya. Right, okay. That was to go along with the makeup theme, okay? that's the makeup thing, guys.
Okay.
Now we're gonna have to show Edna my top because she obviously hasn't bothered watching it. Just one little thing. Right, hang on. Get up. There. Hey. Oh my god. What do I look like?
Oh, okay.
One thing, right? This is one of my tops. Don't look at the big boobs, all right? Gorge is that. The other thing, just waiting to be picked up from my daughter. We're going out. Anyway, so that's that. That's the one that you didn't know. Anyway, Edna, are you chillaxing today, lovely?
Jan. No. Oh,
Are,
sorry.
are you chillaxing, my lovely?
I got a new phone number. Yes, but I'm here 100%.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I said all I need to say about makeup.
See, it says sorry I wasn't listening. I know. Well done for spotting that, Moosey. Well done. Right, so what I was gonna do, right, while you're all thinking about oh
Mhm.
hang on, let's put that. While you're all thinking about makeup, especially you, Edna, I thought we could possibly play a video. Let's stop this as soon as it starts. Right, hang on. Turn off the adverts.
Okay.
Where I spoke to somebody who really inspired me when I first started doing YouTube. This person really inspired me because she's an older woman and she does her makeup. And I mean, I even sort of tried to emulate some of her looks. Didn't work with me. Nope, didn't work with me. Right, okay.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
down. Where do we start from here? Right, okay. Okay, because I'm so organized, guys. I surprise myself. I really do. Anyway, now this lady, that is you that makes that noise, isn't it? Edna, can you turn your volume down a
Yes.
wee bit? Because I think it sort of must pick up when I talk. I'm blaming you. So where are we? 35.
I'm worried. I use a headset, so I'm not sure how to
Oh,
turn it
okay.
down.
Maybe it's something in your brain that's sort of going over and over. Who knows? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So what I want to do is share this with you. She's a I sadly do need to pop out now. Oh, that's a shame. But try and catch the replay. It'd be lovely. And thank you anyway for coming in. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Love to see people coming in. Hit the like for poor Edna. I know. I know. She takes a lot over here. Bless her. You know what it is?
Oh,
We're just so different. That's the problem. Me and Edna are just so different that we can't agree on anything. She doesn't like anything I like. I don't like anything she likes. And that's that. But it doesn't matter because we're going to talk makeup, even though Edna doesn't like it. So here we go. This is a Sweet Talk Live, an old,
oh, nice.
yeah, I thought we'd go over this because Monique Parent is a Hollywood actress. Now, um, I think she's adorable. And I asked her onto Sweet Talk. I've followed her for a long time. Now, she was the person, she was the person that really inspired me to start YouTube because I saw she was older and she was into makeup. And I watched her back in the day when she was struggling a little bit, with the jobs and that she was having. But anyway, I'm rambling. So this is our little interview. Yeah, yeah. I should have asked, shouldn't I? Can you imagine? Oh my god. Okay, so here we go. So let's turn it up.
I'll do it. I think it would be fun.
It would match your outfit today. It would
It would.
match your
But
blouse,
it's
wouldn't
funny
it?
because I have the eyes that change
Yeah.
to clash with whatever I wear. If I wear blue, my eyes are green.
Can you
If I
hear
wear
Oh,
brown,
that's
my eyes are blue.
funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I
Well,
put on
this
purple makeup, they get green.
yeah. Well, I think that's one of the things that do stand out on your face, Monique, are your eyes. They're just so incredible, and the way
Thank
you've
you.
done them as well. So,
You
is
should
this
see,
the
they're
one?
nothing in my family. You should see my mother's eyes. My mother has amazing eyes. My mother's eyes are aqua. And
Oh
inside
wow!
one of them, she has a birthmark.
Oh
Holy
wow!
cow.
Yeah. So it's just, you go anywhere with my mother and people are just like, oh, and I'm like, come on. You've seen eyes before. Move it along.
See, what I liked about her also is that she was very out there with her makeup. And she does, she has got her own channel, obviously, which I will link actually. But if you look at some of her older looks, they are amazing. And the other thing that I couldn't
Nice.
get over was the fact that she was prepared to sort of strip back everything in order to start these tutorials. And I used to think, oh my God, I wouldn't have the guts to do that. But having said that, it's kind of like me getting in the car and just talking, I suppose. But yeah, I just found her really inspirational, and she's such a lovely lady. I've actually interviewed her twice, once on Sweet Talk Live and once on my podcast, which was called Rocking Elders. She came on, and
Oh,
she's an absolute hoot. She's lovely, lovely, lovely lady. So I thought, as we're talking about makeup today, I thought, okay, let's have a little chat with, or let's just watch a bit of Monique. It may inspire people, like it did me.
nice.
It might inspire Hussy. Who knows?
Oh my god.
People are so taken with her.
Yeah. Is she into makeup as well, Monique? Or is that where you originally got your love for makeup? Or
No, I grew up, my favorite thing as a child, my favorite game was playing dress up. I
Mhm.
loved to play dress up. I wanted nothing more than to go to thrift stores and buy old, torn up prom dresses and wear those and be princess. I always wanted to be a princess. It's funny because I
Oh,
recently came across my baby book, and it had a letter from my teacher in preschool when I was 4. And it's like, Monique always pretends to be the queen.
do you know what I love is that how many women would do this look? I mean, she goes very heavy on the blusher, and she's got a real purple look going on there. And I just love it. I just think it's wonderful. And the hair, and she always points out her flaws as well, which I think is commendable.
She is always the queen in every story that
what
she
would those
does. And
be?
I'm like, nothing's changed.
There's nothing wrong with it.
This is truly my organic self. Yeah,
Oh,
I love playing dress up and just becoming different people.
I do. I
It's
do.
I
And
don't want to change myself permanently. I
no.
like my neutral place. I just want to have pink hair on Monday. I want to have purple hair on Tuesday. I want to have blue hair on Wednesday. I want to have brunette hair on Thursday. I just want to be different all the time.
Yeah, see, I love that. I love that philosophy. Are you like that, Edna?
Yeah.
You want to sort of be different every day?
No, not at all. I'm such a plain Jane, it's not even funny.
Oh, it's funny
I
because
know.
it's funny because back in the day, see, I guess I've always been a bit different. I
Mhm.
guess I am quite different because I love that. I love that. And it's probably because I'm an artist. I don't know, but I remember picking my kids up from school, and you know, some of the outfits I used to wear to pick them up from school, and I'm not saying I would go with a skirt up my arse or anything like that, but I would go in
Mhm.
whatever style I felt like at the time.
That's
And
so
I've had
funny,
so
Jen.
many
Yeah.
styles. I'm very, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've toned it down a lot, but I mean,
Well, that reminds me.
jeans. I wore
Yeah.
slash jeans before when they first came out. I used to go into London to get them. And it was funny because I lived in the suburbs and nobody dressed like me.
Mhm.
But I used to go to the market with my friend in
So,
London
is
and
it fashionable, or what do people think of your style? Do you know?
sorry?
What did people think of your style? Did they think you were super fashionable, like you were on top of the trends, or you
Do you
know,
know, I don't know.
did they have maybe concept?
I don't know, and I don't really care,
Oh,
to be
okay.
honest,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
because it's not that you're dressing for you. It's not that you're dressing for anybody else. You're dressing for yourself, aren't you?
That's true.
And it's like with makeup. You don't wear makeup for anybody else. You wear makeup for you because it makes you feel
The
better.
you know,
Well,
right.
that's
I
the
find
plan,
that
isn't it?
I do what I like, but then I try to tone it down, or I try to fit it into what's socially acceptable. Like I have to remind myself, okay, this is what this is what's the word? Kind of mm, catches my eye. I think that's like a good phrase. But then I want to tweak it a little bit so that it's not so flamboyant or it's not so out there to where it's distracting.
Yeah. See, Bridget was like you. She says, I'm like Edna. I used to do different colour hair when I was younger, but I'm so plain now. Um, yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, I grew up um at a time when nobody knew how to do my hair. Um,
Okay.
so, I spent most of my childhood looking like either one of the Jackson 5 or
Mm.
I mean, I had a wicked afro, or I looked like I'd been shorn at the by a dog groomer because I looked like a poodle.
And that's
So
terrible.
nobody knew
Yeah.
how to do my hair at that time when I was growing
And
up.
our hair is not that difficult to do.
Well, it is. It is actually. There's a different
You
texture
think
and
so?
oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, 100. I mean,
Oh.
I'm mixed, so my hair, what do they call it? Do they call it natural and then they give it a number or something? Natural 4, I think, is like an African woman's hair or man's hair. And mine's sort of like a 2. Do you know what I mean? Although mine's
Right.
more sort of frizzy than
I
tight
guess
curls.
what I mean is that on the scale of like tightest to loosest, you're closer to looser than you are tighter in my
Yeah,
book. That's what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
So if maybe
I'm
I
very
guess if you're coming from straight, then it's difficult. But for me, I would love to take your hair over. Like, well, honestly, my hair isn't that difficult, but it could, if you have super tightly pulled hair, it could be a challenge. Yes.
I worked in a African woman's hair salon for a while, and
Hmm.
so I saw all types of hair in there, mainly No, I mean, you got mixed race people come in, and you did get the occasional white person, but normally it was black, a black person that would come in. And their hair, I mean, she was really good at, doing it, obviously, but yeah, it's a
Right.
completely different texture. Absolutely. I know Capone. I skipped over that because because we're in Wellness Wednesday. We're talking about makeup. Um, Bridget says a lot of people are afraid to do afro or biracial hair. Yes, that's absolutely true. They do think it's very, very different, and it is different. In my opinion, of course, it's different. I mean, it's like the texture of my hair is different to any of my kids, although I'd say my eldest son has got more my type of hair, but the others have got, I mean, curly but sort of wavy. But it's not sort
Okay.
of what's the saying? Afro hair. It's not afro hair. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. So what I'm gonna do, because it's past and I'm gonna be really good. I've got to be so good with myself, because I don't want my eyes to play up. So what I'm gonna do now is have
Okay.
a little break. But I'm introducing something a bit different. I hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this. Welcome to my new series called Rhyme and Reason. I was once a songwriter and lyricist, many moons ago. I also wrote several pieces of poetry that I would love to share with you. All the poems come from my heart and soul. Therefore, they express what I was feeling at the time of writing. Poetry, like all forms of creativity, must emanate from deep within ourselves in order for it to be authentic.
As a lengthening shadow sweeps and creeps silently and stealthily erasing sunlight, the dark veil of depression skillfully transcends our thoughts with oppressive gloom, searching and probing for any positivity to swamp and drown with vehement force and velocity. Logical thoughts are no longer viable, the mind a blur of emotional confusion catapulting random negative notions around a sensory minefield.
So that's my first poem. I hope you enjoyed it. Edna, have you nodded off, love? Edna, are you?
No, no, I'm still here with you. I was just reading Capone's comment from ALR. That rain and petals, it gets me every time. It just takes me to a place, you know.
Okay, well, I'm glad it was worth me
It's
doing that.
it's
Right,
touching.
okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Monique.
because it's
So
all fun.
what would you say, Monique, to an older woman who wants to experiment more,
Do it.
who wants to experiment more with brightly coloured wigs and more sort of noticeable makeup?
I
What would you
think I think
say?
that society tells women, especially society is charmed by women in their 70s and up.
Mhm,
And we accept women in their 40s, but there's sort of that period of time between 50 and 70 when everyone wants us to just disappear, take a back
mhm,
seat and hide. Then
mhm.
suddenly come out when we're 70 and it's like, oh, look, it's so cute. She tap dances. But nobody wants to see you tap dance when you're 50. They just like, and it's,
That's
don't
so
listen
true.
to what society tells you to do. Please yourself. We are only on this planet for a limited time. Get everything you can out of it. Dye your hair purple. Wear the purple wig, especially if you want to play with colors. First off, wigs are amazing. Play with the wigs. Put them on. I will tell you that anytime you put a wig on, you're going to hate it. It's going to look like a wig to you. Work it, play with it, calm it down, spray in some stuff to make it less shiny. There's lots of stuff you can do. Put it, mat it down with a little powder. Thin them out with a thinning shear because they always have too much hair on them. Play, because none of it's permanent.
I just think she gives really good advice. So, I suppose it
Agree.
takes a certain type of person to, you've got to feel confident in what you wear and the makeup you use. But there's some people that maybe shouldn't, some people that maybe shouldn't be wearing purples and bright colors because their faces.
No, I totally disagree.
Do
You think
you?
so? I
I
think it
think
depends. I
then
think
you
it
get
depends on
this
the
look.
community.
Yeah, but then you get this look, and I don't know
Oh
what.
my god, Jen, Bridge is your ops, girl.
And yeah, nobody, yeah, that's not. No, look. I mean,
That's not
she
the
looks
look.
like she's been in a bar and somebody's slapped her across her face with a wet fish or something. So no, and
Listen, we only
the
have
fringe,
so
the
much time on
fringe.
this earth, Jan. She just wants to express herself through purple eyeshadow. Let the woman live.
But if she's wearing purple eyeshadow, shouldn't she be wearing like something on these? I mean, hardly worth it because the lips are rarely there. That's one thing with us darkies. We do have a nice pair of lips, don't we, guys?
That's true. She hasn't gotten there yet. She's
Yeah,
tiptoeing
she'll
herself
never get
with the eye.
there. She'll never
She's
get
making
there.
way with the lips.
Oh dear. Right, oh, hang on, we've got to get her back on. Hang on. Right, okay. I'm just trying to set up the next bit. Um,
Okay.
I think the problem is that she doesn't have enough to go along with the eye makeup. Like, yes, exactly. Like, no lipstick, blush. She needs more. She does. And I mean, I don't know whether that's a wig or whatever it is, but the hair is a no-no.
Bridge,
Oh, what's in it,
Jen definitely
baby?
be clowning.
I'm not clowning.
Jen, you be tearing me up every week. I be like, I don't know.
You
I'm
never
just
know what I'm
kidding.
going to come up with next, do you? But isn't
No,
it
as soon as
fun
I get
though?
down, I'll be like, what is Jen gonna say?
I know. What's she going to say? Right, okay, I need to find. What was that one? 18. Oh, I missed the first one. All right, so I think. Oh, come on, woman. Talking to myself, by the way. I think that maybe I'll go over into Just Jill's thingy and and put a link to Monique's channel because I learnt so much from Monique. So I think it would just be quite a good
Well, you
idea.
know, Just Jill had a whole purple wig with the same blunt bangs and everything. So she likes the purple. She likes the
I
purple. So
wanted to
maybe
sit.
she would appreciate it.
She did a video where she was wearing a lilac wig, And I think she's hidden it because
Yeah.
she knows that I would talk about it because it was so dire. It was just, it was awful. I'm
I
sorry
think
I'm being a
she was
cow, but
tipping her
it's
toes
true.
into into the purple a little bit more. Hey, listen, you guys just said she needs to do more. What's more than a whole lilac wig? I'm just saying.
Well, oh, come on. I mean, I could do more and come on. No, that's not what's supposed
Okay.
to happen. Some people it just doesn't suit, I think. And
I feel like
I,
I'm one of those people. Excuse the phrase, but I had a friend tell me one time I looked like a baby prostitute. I went to the makeup counter and I just wanted to have fun. I like I said, I do think makeup could be like a beautiful, expression, way to express yourself, things of that nature. So I wanted to see how it looked. And my face, at least at the time, could not hold makeup very well. It's not for everybody.
see, so Bridget here, I think Bridget's clowning me now. And I have to say her makeup, and you heard her say that that she does her makeup well. Well, maybe she was having a bad day. That day.
Oh,
Maybe she was. Anyway, let's carry on with this
yeah.
before I get myself
It's
into trouble.
it's
Oh,
not hiding who you are. It's playing with who you are.
that's right.
It's
Monique, have
use
you
it to
seen?
express yourself. If you've got white hair, the chalk is great. The sprays are great. You can spray in any color you want. There are a lot
Mhm.
of different conditioners that you can put into your hair, and they will take a week to wash out. So you can have blue hair for a week.
See?
Um,
So you can have blue hair for a
That's
week.
yeah.
Have you noticed any more acceptance in Hollywood or in the
Yes.
film industry? You
Yeah.
have. That's
When
great
I
news.
first when I first went gray, people were very concerned that I would never work again. I am working more than ever. I am working all the time. Um, Gray hair has really, really changed. Ageism is one of the other isms that we got to fight against. There are so
Yeah.
many isms we're fighting.
I know it's ridiculous, the isms. The isms are ridiculous.
right.
So we need people out there that are prepared to fight the good fight and wear their makeup, no matter how they look, I suppose. We need people to be brave and, you know, just wear something that nobody else would dare to wear. That wouldn't have
Mhm.
the guts to wear. That's what we need, Edna, you know?
Yes, and
Edna,
we need to give people the space to tiptoe into the purple pool, just
we
with little
do.
peeky toes.
Listen, I don't wear makeup
Yeah.
every day. I don't. But if I'm going somewhere, I wear it. And
Mhm.
I wouldn't dream of like not wearing it if I was going for a meal with the kids or something. Do you know what I mean? Or going
Really?
out.
See, you
Going
make me
out,
feel bad. Like I need more makeup.
So do you not even wear like lipstick?
I don't wear a lot of makeup at all.
Okay, so you don't wear lipstick.
No, you know what? Just Jill is showing me up right now. She really is.
Really?
Yeah, this is way more makeup than I wear. I'm gonna have to go make. You know what? I blame the COVID. I blame the Panini press.
Oh, you can't blame COVID. How can you blame
Yeah,
COVID?
the All my makeup expired in the 2-3 years since it started, and I
Oh,
haven't replenished.
oh, I've never heard anything so ridiculous. So,
I can't be
ladies,
walking around with infections on my face, Jan. I have to be safe.
okay, let's see. Bridget says, I'll do like a tinted gloss, but not lipstick anymore. Why don't you wear lipstick anymore, Bridge? And
Probably the filling's
Joan
too
says,
heavy. I like a
mascara is my
tinted
go-to.
balm
Mascara is my
if it's
go-to. If
one
I could,
product, it'd be mascara.
yeah, okay.
What is
Our
your go-to,
timing's
Jan?
our timing's really good today, isn't it, gal?
Oh, is it off? I'm saying, what is your go-to product?
Yeah, but that's what happens though, Bridget. You have to reapply. That's why you have like a little bag. You have a little makeup bag, don't you, in your pocket, in your handbag. That's what I do anyway. And then I've got my makeup. I mean, if I got my handbag now and showed you, um, you'd see that I've got at least 3 lipsticks in there. But
Oh,
then
wow.
I'm known for my lipsticks, I suppose, amongst other
Okay.
things. Oh dear. So yeah. So who else can we? Yeah, I don't know. I just think I know you do get people that think that you shouldn't have to wear makeup. Um, you should be able to go out however you want. But it's like I said, isn't it about, for me, it's about how I feel about myself, you know?
Mhm.
But then even when I'm wearing makeup, I still get nasty shocks when I see myself in the shop window. I'm like, oh my God, I look that bad. So
Oh, Jan, that's terrible to think about yourself. You shouldn't I don't think that should even be a thought in your mind. Makeup or no makeup, you know?
yeah, but I think it's just, we're all so different, aren't we?
Yeah.
Capone says, she used to wake up at 5:30 every day to get ready for school, hair and makeup done. Now I wear mascara, if anything. See, my granddaughter, oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. I've got 3 granddaughters aged, my granddaughter I'm talking about, she's 13 now. So
Okay.
she's been, she's in year, I don't know, 8. She does her makeup for school, but she does skincare and maybe a bit of, she puts like a little bit of because they do those individual lashes. She puts those on
Oh,
and
nice.
a little bit of blusher and a little bit of lip gloss. That's her go to school.
Nice.
So
In my area, lashes are a big look.
yeah,
Mhm. So I even
what, the
tried,
same as
individual
eyebrows?
lashes myself.
See, I've never understood people talking about, going so mad on their eyebrows. I've never bothered with my eyebrows. And I think that's because I'm not
Really?
hairy.
Oh, okay.
So,
Probably, because if you had a unibrow, you would feel differently, I'm sure.
yes, yes. Well, one of my granddaughters, her father, um, oh, come on then, make up your mind if you're coming in and out. Her father is Greek and very hairy. He's a very hairy Greek. So she's
Okay.
now, what is she? She's now 12. This is the other granddaughter. She might be 11 still. Anyway, so she's very hairy. What point was I trying to make? I've forgotten. Yeah. So what I was gonna say was, kids can be cruel, and if one of the girls is,
Who
got more hair
can?
on their legs, they can be really awful.
Uh-huh.
Um, So Moosey says,
Look,
yeah,
Jen, I'm not a hairy person at all, and I understand, like, I still feel the pressure, so I can't imagine if I, really did have a lot of hair, because
you
I
know,
don't
that
have to shave or anything, really.
you see, that's what I find really interesting. I've never felt pressured to wear makeup ever.
Really?
No, I'm not trying to dog on a hairy. No, what I'm saying is there are some some girls, and I think especially girls that they're made aware if they're different in any way from, any of the other girls in their class, then they will be
Yeah.
picked on, sadly. It's just one of life's realities. And my granddaughter, even now, I don't want to say if she has it removed on her leg, but I think it won't be too long before she does, because they're very much aware of that. I think you also have to. It's probably my fault because of the upbringing. I think maybe a lot of it may have to do with the upbringing,
What do you
because
mean by that?
right, I mean because of with myself. Okay, I've always taken care of
Mhm.
myself. And I must have lied when I said I was 30. Now I'm thinking about it. I did used to wear makeup. What am I talking about? Such a liar. Anyway, my kids were brought up to feel confident with their looks, because
Mhm.
I would always I would always praise them for their looks, because I think it's important to do that. So they never grew up with any hang-ups as far as their looks were concerned. And also, we're a very theatrical family. So, we sort of, they grew up around me wearing makeup, around me wanting to dress a certain way or dress in a certain way. Um, and I think maybe it can have an effect on them if their mother takes sort of, takes an interest in how she looks. What do you think?
Right. Oh, I 100% agree. I still hear my mother's words in my mind when I think about my skin complexion or just different things. When I just think about like my perception, and I don't know, just like as I'm looking at other people and comments that they make about themselves, and then I think about like how I think of myself in that same way. And I just remember there was always a lot of mirrors in my house growing up. My mom would always say that I had a beautiful skin complexion, just different things that, I just feel like a good parent would do to instill, a good sense of self.
Yeah, I think that's very important. I mean, we all
Mhm.
know, okay, we all know that. I mean, it's not so much now, thank goodness, but it's, when I was touching on what it was like when I was a kid with my hair, the same thing came with the makeup. So if I ever attempted to put like, when I was experimenting with makeup, if I wouldn't match a blue eye. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't suit rather a pale blue on my eyes because of my complexion.
Right.
But then I know there was a time when I used to do eyeliner, and I used to do like a blue sort of, it was a liquid eyeliner, dark blue. I would use that, and I used that for a long, long time. But I think also it's the it's the fact that, until I don't want to say fairly recently, because I don't know, I could be talking out of my backside, but I think it's been a long time coming that makeup brands have finally worked out that, we're all different colors, and that's not just white and black. There are different shades of whites, there are different shades of blacks. And I feel
That's
that,
true.
us with the darker skin, it's taken them a long time to get to us. And there were times when I used to go out looking like, really ashy, and that's an awful look. But then I always used to, I remember even back in the day, I would use lipstick on my cheeks because that was the only color that would really show up the way I wanted it to show up. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now you can wear like a blusher, or you can wear like, I quite often use a bronzing powder because I've got different pigmentation on my skin, and I don't want to end up looking like I'm lighter than I actually am, or I'm darker than I actually am. Um,
Yeah, you just want to look like yourself. That's fair
yeah.
enough.
Some kid told my daughter in 8th grade she had a big forehead. Oh, for goodness sake, how ridiculous. Kids are just awful.
Oh, she
Someone
said it
said the
still
same
bothers her
thing.
today.
Do you know my daughter went to I don't know where this is coming from, but it is in the makeup thing. But my daughter went to stage school for a while, and in her stage school, there was Naomi Campbell was there, and she was a few years older than
Oh.
her, and I still remember
Mhm.
her in the playground. When I used to pick my daughter up, and she used to come out of the playground, and oh my god, absolutely stunning. Even at 16, she was like
Really?
stunning.
Oh,
Right, who's this Tyra? Yeah, I think I know Tyra Banks is. Um, always said she
she's
had.
an American model.
Yeah, but I've heard of her. Her name's
Mhm.
reached us over here, surprisingly. Um,
No, I know. I'm just saying if you're thinking about who she is, that's all.
but yeah, so if you don't like makeup, see, I think you look at makeup in a different way to what I do. Because what was the first thing you said about makeup? You said something like
Um,
you don't like feeling pressured to wear it or something?
yeah, well, I feel like there's kind of there's a few layers to it. One being that I don't I don't think it was really made for me, like for my skin tone. I had a hard time finding colors deep enough for me.
Oh, you can get
Those
oh,
lip
no,
colors
no,
or
no.
foundation.
I don't believe
No,
that for
now
one
I
second,
do,
honey.
but I'm telling you, Jan, I there's they would stop a few shades lighter than me, and like I would maybe find some shades in the wintertime when I was not as tan, but in the summertime, I would stick to bronzer basically. I would I remember for a long time I just used bronzer because that was the only thing that really enhanced my skin because we didn't have foundation deep enough or I couldn't find any. Gia,
But
hello.
that's yeah, you had to use bronzer because there were no real sort of you can't really, I don't think pink on your cheeks goes with a darker complexion. I can wear
No, we
it.
need like plum. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get away with it. But I know somebody that's a lot darker, uh, um, they wouldn't be able to they wouldn't be able to wear it. Hi Gia, thanks for popping in. It's nice to see you. Yeah,
That
that's
also
the
goes
point
into
I'm
make
trying to say. There are so many shades now. When was the last time you actively
Oh, this
looked?
was years ago. So
Yeah, well, there
I
you
will
go.
admit that it's been a while, but that's just the impression that I have of of makeup, it's lasts with you
It's very
or it's
old-fashioned.
lasts with me.
Um, that's a very old-fashioned outlook on makeup. I tell you, if you were over here, I'd be marching you round to the shops to show you. there is fashion fair, and I remember Iman, yes, had her makeup.
Yeah.
Yes, she was another stunning black woman.
There's
Yeah.
another one, it's like Milani or something. I don't know if it's black owned or it's like marketed towards deeper skin tones, but it definitely includes deeper skin tones, and it's really nice.
Mm,
Or it seems to be.
yeah. Maybe we can talk about fashion. See, I think that I don't know. I bet you're not into. See, I'm not really into fashion. I wear what I want to wear. I'm
Oh, I like
bohemian.
fashion.
I'm. Do you like
Oh,
fashion?
okay.
Do you like fashion?
I do. I'm the same way. I like a little bit of everything, but I'm not super into fashion. Like, I'm not going to inconvenience myself or be uncomfortable in the name of fashion. No. So in that regard, I do not like fashion. But if someone wants to walk around in sky high heels and whatever sparkly do that and whatever, go for it. Like I love the expression.
Yeah, but that's more. Yeah, but that's more catwalk fashion. People don't walk down the street like that, do
Yes,
they?
they do.
No, they don't. They don't
Yeah,
walk down the
I think
street
it
in
just
something.
depends.
I don't think they
Well,
walk
I
down the
was
street in something like that.
yeah, I was sharing yesterday, I told you we had a death in the family and we had the funeral. And on the announcement, they requested everyone to wear vibrant colors. So people were in bright red and yellow and greens and purples, like it was a bit of a fashion show. And I think it's a distraction from the sadness of having to, bury a loved one. So, you can have fashion, fashion can be a great thing in many different regards.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm not really into fashion. I mean, like when you said, "Oh, well, what did the other parents think?" When I used to wear certain things. I mean, honestly, yeah. Um, I've always had like different looks. Um, but I don't know if they thought I was
Well, then that's
fashionable
really
or if
surprising
they just
because you
thought I was crazy.
you create your art. What about like your hoodie and your dresses and your
Oh,
shirts and
yeah.
everything? That's fashion, that's art.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I've never really sort of, um, you know, I don't know why I asked about fashion because I'm not into like, certain brand. I mean, my girls, their brands, everything. Do you know what I mean? Everything's a
Oh,
brand.
okay.
But for me, I guess I do to a certain degree, but it's not the end. It's not the end of the world, if it's
Right.
if it's not a brand. But I mean, especially one of my daughters, she doesn't wear anything that's not branded. Yeah, I'm a designer, and I guess when I look at things as a designer. So I would prefer to wear my own designs, and I do. So if I'm going somewhere, I'll probably wear one of my own designs. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's funny you should say that,
Yes, I
Capone.
hear you.
I always remember when I was at school, when I was working, when the kids used to say to me quite often, um, they'd say to me, "Oh, miss, I love the way you dress." And I'd be like, "Oh, really? Yeah, my mum's not like you at all. You're cool, miss. You're cool." And I used to think, "Oh, quite like that." And my granddaughters, when they were growing up, they'd be like, "Oh, Nan," I mean, they do say, "Oh, Nanny, we love what you wear. I just love what you wear." So I
No.
do have my own style, but that's probably because I'm an artist. Do you know what I mean? It's probably because, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Capone, you're such a sweetie. Yeah. So yeah, I guess you kind of find your own style, and I think the same with makeup. Um, I very rarely have a full face of makeup now because I don't like myself in it. You know,
Okay.
I'll do like the moisturizer and then I put on the foundation and then I put the blusher and I may try and do a smoky eye, but I don't really like mascara because my eyes are hypersensitive. So I know
Mhm.
if I wear mascara, but you know, a couple of hours later it's going to be running down my cheek and nobody likes that look. So
Right. It's like the
yeah,
raccoon eyes. Mhm.
yeah. So what I tend to, and I've never done my eyebrows, even though my next door neighbor used to do microblading. I never
Oh,
did them. I
I
said,
think Bridge mentioned that. I almost
yeah,
got
she
my
did.
eyebrows microbladed.
I know, Bridget. I know there's waterproof mascara, but I just haven't bothered. Oh, and let me tell you, every time I wear blooming, what was that? It's always pretty. Um, and every time, yes,
Yeah.
no, let me finish my train of thought. Every time I wear false eyelashes, it's an absolute disaster, guys. Um, I remember I went to a show on my birthday. I went to see oh god, what's it called? Dreamgirls. And I knew this song
Oh.
was coming up. And this song,
Mhm.
which is called And I'm Telling You, I'm Not Going, right? Or I'm Not Leaving. It is so
Uh-huh.
emotional. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, but I couldn't help it. Once you started singing it, that was it. My eyes flooded like the river, and I
Oh.
was sniffing and wiping my face. It was awful, dreadful. So I turned to look at the women next to me, and they were also crying as well. They were also
That's
crying.
so
So
funny.
and then I found my eyelash was actually on my cheek. I kid you
Oh.
not. It was a disaster, complete disaster. Um, Mac is the best. Yes. Yes, I've got some Mac. My kids are very into their makeup. God, we sound really shallow. We're not. We're not shallow. It's just
We're
what
just
can I
talking about
say?
makeup.
Yeah. I love makeup. What can I say? I love it. And even though I'm an old
Yeah.
bag now, I still love it. And my kids are so sweet. They buy me like top makeup. Like for
Ooh.
Mother's Day or I think for my birthday or Christmas, one of them bought me the Morphe palette and
Oh,
it's
nice.
wonderful. It's got all the best colours. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. And I do get excited about makeup, I have to say. So you've managed to sort of keep me down. You've managed to keep my excitement levels down today, Edna. Well done, darling. Well done.
Good.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
Bridget needs to do skincare advice. Yeah, I know. Bridget does. I asked her what she did, and she said no, she doesn't do anything.
Well, no, she's telling us her secret is black soap, water, and shea butter for moisturizer.
Mm.
And I
So,
would probably add that she probably doesn't pick at her skin too, because picking is what creates the scars.
why are you picking? What are you picking at?
It's just a habit, you know. You have to not pick at your skin.
Okay, all right. I learn something every day with Edna. Um, yeah. So I can, and do get excited over makeup. What can I say? And my daughter 1 year bought me some Jeffree Star lipsticks. Honestly, I was so happy
Oh,
with them. I was so excited. So yeah, I'm a bit spoilt with the girls. I do have to say. because they know their makeup.
Nice.
They always buy me nice makeup, so I guess I'm just
Mhm.
quite lucky. And I think maybe I'm just trying to think if my girls didn't buy me makeup, would I wear it? I don't know. I don't know. I just think there's times when you
So
really want
what's
to look
something that
best.
you're looking forward to?
Sorry?
Are you looking forward to anything like with the Barbie? I said, are you looking forward to any new releases? Like with the Barbie movie, were there any Barbie launches or is there anything coming up that you're thinking? Because I remember at one point when I followed makeup, the MAC launches were like big. Every so often, MAC would come
Yeah,
out with a
I
new
know.
collection. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm quite lucky in that the girls buy me good makeup, and the thing with good makeup is it lasts forever. I mean, because I don't cake it on, so it doesn't
Okay.
go very quickly. Um, the only thing that I buy sort of on a regular basis is lipsticks. I think, I can't go into we sell you know they over here they sell makeup in chemists or pharmacies. Okay, but if you go into like a bigger city, then there'll be a Sephora shop there, or there'll be a Mac shop. When I go into London, I normally go to Mac, and their stuff lasts like forever. Um,
Okay.
okay, let's see. Hi, Krista. I love the ordinary skincare products. They're high end for a great price. Yeah. Is that the make of it? Ordinary. I haven't
What's
heard
the
of that.
brand name?
Yeah, is that the brand name? My girls might have heard of it. Um, like you better not have a
They have
ring.
really simple packaging.
Yeah, but yeah. And I'm happy with that. Um, but what was I gonna say? I remember like when I used to do stage work, I could never get my makeup right, and I hated it. So in the end, I do my own
Oh,
makeup, just doing my own because I knew what suited me, and I didn't want to go out there
right.
looking like all sort of ashy faced. It's nothing worse. It's awful.
And that's
Uh,
the thing when we see some of these, people of color and their hair doesn't look right or makeup doesn't look right, and we blame them in the ads. It's like it's not their fault. Everybody else didn't have to do their hair and makeup.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, and it got to the point where I used to dread it, and they say, "All right, go into makeup," and I'd be like, "Oh no, do I have to?"
Mm.
And you'd get these young white women trying to do my face, and I'd be like, tell you what, let's not go quite so light with it. I don't mind going light under the eyes, but because if you've got a darker, right, on your face, under your eyes, right, it's more delicate. Okay, so that's where your blood vessels and your oh capillaries show up. So that's how you get darker under the eyes, okay? So the first thing they need to do
Okay.
is to clear your skin, and then under your eyes they will put something lighter. Yeah, they try and put like a concealer or a color corrector. Well, my face is all different shades. I've got like a, birthmark, and I've got like, different pigmentation. So
Right.
I think, they used to think, oh, we'll just do a one color. Well, I'd end up looking like one of those blooming dolls. Do you know, one of those
Mm.
China dolls with not my complexion at all. Um, so yeah, so in the end, I would say, and even to this day, if they said, "Oh, right, you can go into hair and makeup," I was like, "Nope." Well, I'll go in, but I want to have it done. I'll do it myself, because they never get it right. And I know that, you have to be careful because you don't. Nobody wants like a big shiny face on, on screen,
Right.
obviously. Um,
Mhm.
and that's why they do it. They take on the powder, but it's annoying when you're, when you're mixed race like I am, and you come out looking like, you're trying to look white. And no, there's no way I want to look white. Right, COVID was the reason I really stopped. Same, Capone. All I'd have to do is my eyes. Yes, exactly. And you know what? I sort of stopped paying too much attention to my eyes on a regular basis. Um, as I got older, and also because I wear glasses, and I used to think, oh, what's the blooming point? But now, if I'm going out, then I do my eyes, because I think you can still see them with the glasses. What did Bridget say? I can't wear MAC face makeup. It breaks me. Oh, does it? You bought the foundation powder and everything and had to take it all back. Really? What, was it too heavy for you?
Mm.
That's interesting, because I mean, my daughter swears by MAC, and yeah, and I've got MAC foundation as well. I suppose it depends. What type of skin you've got, doesn't it? That kind of makes sense. Um, right. Also, you stopped wearing it. Oh, after you got married. Oh, I kept applying it on. I've never tried MAC, always wanted to. It's quite a good investment, if you ever do have a couple more quid in your pocket, just to, combination skin. Because it does last a long time, because the better quality ones, you don't need to use as much of them.
Right.
The orange red color corrector is good for purplish blue or dark under the eyes. Yes, it looks ghastly when you first put it on, but once the concealer goes over it, it looks great. Oh, I think Krista likes her makeup. There's somebody in here that knows about makeup. I tell you, I go over to my daughter's, and I say to the girls, right, so what's the best makeup you bought lately? Because they all love it. And, I'll go up and
Right.
I'll sit on their bed, and then we go through all their makeup. Just one of the things I really like. Um, right. That's why I stopped. I don't know how I forgot that I'm blind now. You're blind now. I can't see. I can't see out of my right eye. So when I try to do my left eye, it looks awful, because I can't see what I'm doing. Oh no, bless you, Capone. Oh no. So Krista, talk to
Oh,
me.
wow.
Yeah, that's awful. Krista, so going back to Krista, because she knows her makeup. What are your favorite brands? What are your favorite brands? Oh, me too. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm a bit lazy when it comes to skincare, but I do try and moisturize every day. But I'm not like over the top. I mean, both my granddaughters, and I'm really pleased about this. Both of them are into skincare. And then, one of them's 13 and one of them's 12 or 11. What is she? 12? Oh, she's either 11 or 12. And they're both into their skincare. And I like that,
Wonderful.
because you have to, you know, you'll get the best look if you look after your skin, you know. So I moisturize, but that's really as far as it goes. As regards sort of skincare, I don't go mad on skincare. But so what brands do you like, Krista? My daughter swears on. I quite like. Did I get the Jeffree? Did one of them get me the Jeffree Star palette? I think. Right. What do you think of the Jeffree Star palettes, Krista? I thought some of them were nice, but I think they're just all money grabs. I liked his green. Anyway, sorry. It's just as well there was nobody else that liked makeup. I do. It does excite me, but I think it's because I see it as an art. See, I see makeup as an art form. It's not just about, you know, making someone look pretty. It's an art form. It's the way you apply it, and it's the finished look that I really love. Bridge. Excuse me. I have oh, do you? An autoimmune issue where sometimes the white blood cells will attack my eye, making me blind. I have to take steroids when it happens. Oh, oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, darling. Do you get uveitis then in the eyes? I've never actually tried anything Jeffree Star. I've heard they're good though, and they are known for being very pigmented. They are. But I tell you something though, Krista, I had his lipsticks and they're so dry. That's the only thing. Really disappointing. They are dry. I think the best lipsticks I've got at the moment, my daughter bought me a pack of Ted Baker lipsticks, and they're beautiful. Yeah, that's what I get that. I get uveitis, but I didn't realize that I had an autoimmune issue. But then I don't go to the doctors, but I do every so often if it flares up. Oh, you have that as well, Capone. Yeah. I'm a bit sort of what's the word? Health phobic. So I only go to the doctors when I have to go. And the only time I go is when my eye flares up. I just mentally I can't deal with it. It's just too much of a stress for me. So yeah. So if I go and the doctor says, and they say, oh, well, you've had it a few times. You've had it 3 times this year, have you, Bridge, did you say? Oh, anyway, so if they say, oh, look, you had blood tests, I'm like, yeah, I haven't. I can't have my blood taken because I'm convinced they'll find something. But that's another issue. That's a mental health issue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't. I just mentally I can't handle it. I just can't handle it. Yeah, so what I do is, Bridge, I stock up on it when I get it. It's horrible though, isn't it, Bridget? It really hurts. It's horrible. What's this? Lady got lip. Oh, I didn't know she had a brand. Oh, see, I don't need the lip plump gloss. My lips are plump enough. I wouldn't like a dry lip either, or a sticky one. Exactly. It's the only thing with Jeffree Star. And I don't know whether it was with all of them. No, I mean, how many did I get? I think I got 2, possibly 3, and I got the orange one, and I love orange, but it had a bit of glitter in it, and it was really dry. And the other one I could barely get across my lips because it was so dry. So that's the only thing. So I'm not bothered about getting his lipsticks, but I don't know. I'd be interested in maybe seeing what his eye palettes are like. But I mean, to be honest, eye palettes are wasted on me because I don't really bother my
Yeah.
eyes. But I'd be interested in the lip what's it? Lip hybrid. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I didn't know that she had a brand out. I wonder who actually makes it for her. Whether it's the same, place as, say, MAC or something. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna move on. I haven't got any Fenty. I don't think I've got Fenty. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I
think
don't
I
have
might
any Fenty.
Horse Labs. Gotta love Fenty products too. Okay. They did a blood test for me. Okay. They say that if you have
Oh, that's
that.
interesting.
Oh, yeah, maybe I've got that then. But listen, I just wait until I drop. That's just the way I am. Oh, I've done that one.
Jen, no, Jen,
Oh,
if
it's
you
just the
say
way
that one
I
more
am. That's just the
time.
way I am. The kids don't like it, but I'm like,
Okay.
"No," because I know mentally
I
what I
don't
could do
like it
with,
either. You have to check on your
and I
health.
couldn't deal with it. No, stop that now. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes, we're doing Drama Friday.
I'm gonna be a digital daughter, Jan. I want to hear that you went to the doctor at least once a year.
Don't be daft. Why would I go? They don't know anything. I know they're nothing to play around with, but the thing is, I know what it is. I know what it is. So if it plays up and I can't get rid of it, then I go. I go to
Okay.
the no, I don't wear the makeup. No, I don't wear enough eye makeup for it to have anything to do with that, to be fair. But yeah. See, I have sinus trouble as well, and I think it's got something to do with that. So anyway, I'm going. I'm out of here. Edna, do you want to say anything to finish off in here tonight?
Uh, this was a lovely conversation as always. I didn't know where makeup would take us, but this has been fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, Chat.
You're very welcome, as always. And so are all of you. You're also just very sweet. I want to say thank you so much for coming in. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a like to the video. And I'll see you all on Friday because Drama Friday. Oh my goodness. What should we talk about? Oh God. Okay, I'm going to see you very soon. You take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. Bye bye for now.